Hi, and welcome to CoachAndPlayBaseball.com. This is Dave Holt, the Coach Whisperer, former minor league manager, player, and now do a lot of instructing and teaching coaches and trying to have coaches that need coaching and give them helpful tips. Today we're going to talk about the advantages and the importance of being able to play multiple positions on the field. I get a lot of coaches and especially parents ask, is it good to specialize a kid 7, 8, 9 years old and pick a position right now and get really, really good at it? And I say absolutely not. You want to be able to play a lot of positions, multiple positions. And you're always going to run into, if you stay in the game long enough, you're going to run into situations where you're going to be needed to play different positions. There's going to be maybe a real good player at your favorite position, and you have to kind of wait in line and play another position, or somebody gets hurt and you got to fill in another position. So you become very, very valuable if you can play 2 or 3 or 4 different positions on the field. So when I train players and develop players, I want players that can all play shortstop. So I'm going to start with shortstop. There's a specific skill set that you need to be able to play a successful shortstop. Of course, you got to be able to have range. You got to be able to get to the ball quick, transfer it up to the bow and arrow position, be able to fire it quickly, get rid of it quickly, and throw it hard and accurate to first base. Not everybody in your team's going to be able to do that. But I'm going to have everybody a chance. I'm going to train guys to play shortstop, third base, second base, and I'm going to have my games and practices schedule templates and plans in effect to be able to play shortstop. So we're going to have a lot of players that can play shortstop. Maybe only 1 or 2 can play it at a really high level, but what happens if you need to get your 3rd or 4th shortstop in there? I coached high school for a while, and I trained all my guys to be able to play shortstop. Not all of them could play it at a game. I wouldn't want to put some of them in a game situation, but I could get to where I was my 3rd and 4th string shortstop could play and not embarrass us and play well and catch the ball and throw the ball. In fact, when I was in professional baseball, one of my coach's mentors, Rack Slider, used to say, I wish our scouting system, I was with the Boston Red Sox, I wish our scouting system would draft nothing but shortstops. And the reason why is if you have the skill sets to play shortstop, you can really play any place on the field, all right? But if you're only an outfielder or only a second baseman, chances are you cannot make that throw from the left side of the field. So you might have some deficiencies in your overall athleticism and skill set to be able to play on those prime positions. So we're trying to get all the guys to play shortstop. And of course, I always try to make all the guys a pitcher. And so we're trying to pitch and play shortstop, pitch and play shortstop. And when you can do those things, you're going to develop a lot of pitchers, a lot of good infielders that can go off and play almost anywhere in the field, on the field, and do pretty well. Okay, so that's my main goal when I develop all players, is to train them all at shortstop. And of course, some will have to play 3rd, 2nd, outfield, and 1st, and catcher, and what have you. But everybody's going to be able to be training constantly on the skill sets that needed to play shortstop. And you never know, somewhere down the line, they might have to fill in and play that. So the ball handling positions, are the playing close to the ball. I call it playing close to the ball. The ball handling positions are around the bases. Of course, second base, a lot of stuff's going on. Catcher, a lot of stuff's going on. Pitcher. So you want to be able to play be able to play those kind of positions, especially when you get to 13, 14, 15-year-olds. If you've had kids that have gone up the system and only played second base or only played right field, the chances are they're going to be lacking some ball handling skills that are necessary to keep them in the game longer. So try to set up your practices and games where you're developing a lot of kids playing a lot of different positions. Have everybody have a chance to play different positions. Lefties, one note on lefties should play first base, pitcher, and outfield. As you get up older in the 13, 14-year-old level, that's where they're going to end up migrating anyway. So if you have a left-handed player, let them concentrate on first base, pitcher, and outfield. Keep them off the right-handed position players. All right? So I hope those tips help you out and give you a chance to let kids play a lot of different positions in your games and practices, and let them move around a little bit, and you're going to be doing a great service to your kids. And speaking of service, thank you for your service to baseball, and God bless you guys. Talk to you next time.